Hi, and thank you for joining me. We're starting to dive in day one for the 12 days of Christmas for Conscious Warrior. You can see my beautiful t-shirt here. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm your host, Fiona G, Purposeful Warrior and founder of Conscious Warrior. And my passion is to teach others, sharing my experiences and my wisdom so that you too can create generational wealth for you and your legacy. And whilst wealth is often thought of as dollars, if you like, you know what I mean, that live on to support those that come along after we've departed this current human experience, for me, it is wealth in all areas of life. The purpose we live, our relationship, our business, our career, and our finances. So over the next 12 days, I'm going to poke the bear. I'm going to tell it how I see it, share the truth of what I know and what I've learned about consciousness. So grab your conscious cuppa. For me, I have a cheeky little kombucha. Naughty feels nice in my naughty feels nice glass. You have your drink of choice, depending on the time of day. Grab your conscious cuppa, your notebook and pen, somewhere quiet, perhaps with your headphones in, and lean in with me. Lean in with me as we start day one. So even though this is a pre-recorded video, because I wanted to drop it at the same time every day so you have consistency, I'd also love you to comment in this post. Make sure you tag me, Fiona Jean, and say hi. Say hi. Let me know where you're listening from. Love to know. I'm really curious. Friend me if you're not a friend already. If you're coming across this video just on the public profile, then friend me. Turn on notifications so you don't miss when I'm live with additional pop-ups, sharing giveaways and freebies specifically designed to get you started or reconnect with your consciousness journey. And more importantly, so you don't miss the free gifts that are so vital to you actually doing the work. Because I'm not FGTV. I'm not a daily sitcom for the next 12 days that you can just sit and watch and not really be present. That is not what this is about. I want you to commit to being fully present and curious, because success only comes through action. So let's call it successing. So day one of the 12 days of Christmas, and this series, as I'm running to, you might see me popping up twice in every day. How wonderful is that? And this is the series of Conscious Warrior. So I'll be wearing this beautifully designed shirt, Conscious Warrior, with my name on, and this Santa hat, because it's Christmas, and why not? And I might even jingle the odd bell or two. So you may or may not know, over the last year, I've been delving into the world of access consciousness, this process that was developed by Gary Douglas and his partner, Dr. Dane here, over the last 20 to 30 years. And for me, I just like to share what the purpose of access is, what I've come to learn. The process of access is not to destroy, to fight, or to see the wrongness of this reality. The purpose of access is to create a different reality, and to create this through a set of choices, if you like, a set of possibilities, so that we can thrive and empower ourselves with what we already know. That's a beautiful saying from Gary Douglas, the founder and creator of Access Consciousness. Consciousness is, in reality, is the ability to continually awaken more possibility, more choice, you know, more life, if you will. It's the way when we stay present, we give ourselves the gift. We can actually choose differently. We can see we have choice, because without choice, we're limited. No, I'll say we're finite, and we don't see what's open to us. We don't see the opportunities. We know it's like being imprisoned, to be conditioned and limited by your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, your emotions. And Access, I've found, is a beautiful way to start unlocking all of that shit that we just get stuck in. So I'm all for it. As a tool in my toolbox. I'm not saying it's the only thing, but it's one of the things that's working for me. So, you know, for me, it's part of settling myself or setting myself free, you know, rather, and being reminded, you know, and every day reminded of the choices it's possible for me to make. Everything I think, everything I feel, everything I believe, everything I judge or have decided, it's all just an interesting point of view. Who knows? Is it right? Is it wrong? Does it have to be right? Does it have to be wrong? So consciousness is an ability to be present in your life at every single moment without judgment of you or anything else, anyone else. The ability to receive everything. This is where wealth comes in, guys, where money comes in. We'll get more into that, both here and in the Awakening Wealth, which you really should watch too. Gary Douglas reached a breaking point, you know, and realized that there had to be more. So began to ask questions. And this is why he tells us that it all begins with a question. What can I be? What can I do? What can I have? What can I create? What can I generate that will make my life and this world a better place? What can I perceive or know and be that will make life worth living? Having asked these questions, you know, Gary started to see things differently and was willing to see what showed up. And I think that's beautiful, because no matter if it's the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever happens to come along. And I think this is what I've been realizing for myself as well. Well, I know I've been realizing for myself. We have to be prepared for the darkness, for those shadows. And there's such beauty in the shadows when you shine a light on them. It's all part of who we are. And I love it. All of our lives, we're taught to find answers, right? We're taught by our parents, our school teachers, our caregivers, whoever it was, whoever were your magical big people. We're taught to look for answers, to find the answer to the question. And what do? We put a full stop. That's it. Curiosity ends. Wow, there's no more looking, right? So I invite you instead to stay in the question, to empower yourself by staying in the question. Stop disempowering you. Please stop disempowering you. Stop looking to find the answers. For a whole lot of my life, you know, people have always said, and also for myself, you know, I've told myself this, but because I've learned it or heard it from others so many times, is that, you know, oh, it's just not possible, or it's too hard, or oh, it's going to take too long, or, you know, perhaps it's risky, right? Don't do it. It's too much risk involved, or just stay safe, just get a job, just do this, just do that, you know, stay at the safe road, stay on the safe route. Oh, excuse me, but fuck that. You know, really deep down, when I'm really honest with myself in those moments, in my journal, in my time, the question's always been, why not? Why can't I have it? Why can't I do everything? And I truly believe that having this attitude and this burning question for wanting to know, to be insatiably curious, like the toddler. Why? Why not? Or why can't I? And this has led me to reveal more of who I am today. Myself. And that person has always been me. I was just covered in this outer shell of everybody else. Everyone else's beliefs, values, emotions, thoughts, processes, culture, education, religion, politics. The list goes on, right? And I've started to chip away all of these pieces that aren't mine. and we get to me, the me that I love, who I am. And I can see, even though I've gone on this journey for a long, long time now, it's only recently in this journey of mine that I can see it's like I've been living this way without realizing it, you know, and it's the more that I learn and do and becoming curious about and finding things, the world is an interesting way of showing us where we need to go and who we need to connect with and the right people along our journey. And I'm truly blessed in this moment of my life to be connected with some beautiful souls. You know who you are, ladies, gents, boys and girls, and I'm grateful to have you in my life. Whether you're here for a reason, a season, a lifetime, who knows? Let's just enjoy being as we are right now in these moments. And I trust over the next 12 days, as I share a bit more every day of consciousness and what it means and how you can apply it to your life, that you too will be able to see there's a different way of doing things, to set yourself free, to stay empowered, to stay in charge of your own choices. Because when you look around the world, you know, with all the separation, the judgment, the upset, the anger, do you know really deep down that there's something else is possible? What does that question mean to you? My invitation to you is to sit down with your journal, take up your pen, sit with a conscious cuppa, your kombucha, whatever it happens to be, take out the journal, the voice recorder, whatever works for you, and connect. Just to consider that question. Do you really know that something else is possible? And if your answer is yes, deep down in your gut, which I hope it is, your intuition is telling you yes, then something is possible, then invite you to explore it, to feel into it. Maybe it's a colour, a sensation in part of your body, a pain, a warmth of joy, the giggle of laughter, the excitement of bubbles, whatever it happens to be. If it's a vision, a feeling, a sense, a smell, each of us are different. Each of us are unique in the way that we receive information and we process information. You know what else is possible beyond our old ways of doing things? What else is possible that actually can work for you? Movement from impossible to I'm possible? Perhaps to live through possibility instead of limitation? What do you actually know? Thank you, Gary, for birthing these words. It's what we all need, I believe, to hear and to understand. The actual words are empowering you to know that you know. And that's my mission over these next 12 days, is to empower you to know that you already know. So my question is another one for you. Would you be willing to have this adventure of creating your life rather than the disaster of creating the life that most of you live right now? Because changes always just open the door to other possibilities. For me, this meant, you know, getting made redundant just after having a car accident. And that led me to taking steps I wanted to do for so long to set up my own business years ago now. And I never looked back. Best decision ever. Best decision ever. So dig into your journals. Think about those questions. Post your answers up in the comments. I'd love to know what you uncovered for you. I'm nosy. I'm curious. Did I tell you that? I'm insatiably curious. And after all, it's Christmas. So I'll see you on day 2. Bye-bye for now.